Hi, today we're going to make some sugar flowers. We're going to make some primroses today. What you're going to need are a pound of powdered sugar, 3 tablespoons of meringue powder, and of course 5 to 6 tablespoons of lukewarm water. You're also going to need, of course, your wax paper. If you don't have any, you could also use parchment paper. And just cut them into square. Mine is like 2 by 2 inches. You can make them smaller or bigger, that's your choice. You're gonna need, of course, colors for your flowers. And you can need your bags, double-sided tape, and of course, you're gonna need container that you're gonna put your royal icing in. And of course, I have kind of damp paper towel just to put over it so that it won't get dried up quickly. Okay, of course you're going to need your handy dandy flower nails to do your flower. And the tip that I'm going to use today is a 103 tip, which is look like a slanted, kind of like a flower petal. You can see that. It's big on the top, tiny on the bottom. A star-shaped tip, which is a 14 size, and of course a circle tip, size 1. That's what I'm going to need today. The first thing I'm going to do is shift a pound of powdered sugar. So it's about 4 cups of flour sugar, powdered sugar. Sorry. I'm gonna shift mine. So after you powder sugar, you're gonna use 3 level tablespoons of meringue powder. One, and now you're going to put in your, just mix it up a little. So after the powdered sugar and the meringue powder, you're going to need 5 to 6 tablespoons of lukewarm water. I always recommend just do 4 and then mix it up, and if you need more, just add more. You don't want it too thick, but then you don't want it too runny. In order to make the flour sugar stay keep its shape, you gotta keep it slightly stiff, so it's in between medium and stiff. One, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna mix it up. So you see that? I'm gonna add 1 more tablespoon of lukewarm water to it. Test it out to make sure that this is firm enough but not too runny. So you can just, there, that's perfect. See, it's not running, but it's not thick. It's still, you can see it's like elastic, still pulling off like that. That's perfect. So now that I made my royal icing, I'm going to divide it into 2 batches, because I'm going to make a pink primrose and a white. So I have with me, I got 3 little glass container with, of course, my moist paper towel to keep it from drying out. I'm going to divide it into 1 batch of white, and the other batch will be pink. And of course the little one will be for the little yellow center that for the flour. Be very bright pink. All right. And then for my yellow, you don't need a lot of yellow, just very little, because we're gonna make the middle part of the flour. Yellow. Now that I make my icing, I'm going to start doing the flowers. I'm going to do the white primrose first, and then I'll do the pink. But first, I'm going to prepare my bags. Just going to cut through here. Okay, I'm going to put my 103 tip in one bag, and I'm going to prepare the rest of the other bags. This one right here is my 14. Right there, 14, and close it up. And the last one is for the number 1 tip. Measure, cut, 2, 1 tip. Okay, done with this. Now that I made my bag, I also have a plate, and this is a damp cloth that I'm going to put my bags under, just to keep all my icing like this nice and moist, so it won't dry out. So this is white. I'm going to put white in my 103 bags, but I'm going to leave some white out also for my 1 bag, for my 1 tip. This is already getting to be hot. Push it down. Perfect. Okay, put it here. Next is my 1, and the 1 I just need in the center of the flower has a white dot, so this is what it's for. And you don't need a lot. The dot is so tiny. Perfect. There. And of course now my yellow. Okay, perfect. All right, and my pinks for later. All right, this is optional. If you have this flower forming tube, I guess, what it does is when you dry the flour on these, it creates a curve for the flower. You could either have a curve this way, or you can have them curve downward. That's your choice. And again, it's optional. If you have them, use them. If you don't, it's okay. You could dry them flat. Since I have them, I'm going to use them. For the template, I'm using Primroses. This is the template. You can get them at Michael's. That is already laminated. All you have to do is cut and square so that you can form your flower. If they don't have the template, you can also buy the Wilton baking course book and the course number 2, and they will have it in the back for you so that you can also laminate yourself and create it yourself. Okay, so here it is up close. It just look like this. You can color if you like. It's up to you, but this is what it looked like. So we're gonna start. This is my nail for my flower. I use my handy dandy square foam box, I guess, block, just to hold it. That's all. And this is my Primrose. I'm gonna put the double-sided tape on this just to hold this down like that. See, like that? As you notice, the Primrose is divided into 5 equal triangle, and whenever you make a flower petal, each one has a petal to create the flower, and we're gonna show you how to do that when we make our flowers. So you got your template. Just put a little dot of icing, which I do just to hold my wax paper. I can see through it, as you can see. Now you can hold the big part right here down and the skinny part up at the 4-degree angles, slanted like this. Then you just go like a heart. You go up, down a little bit, up, and feel that one spot. And you do the same thing like that. As you do that, you spin your hand as well. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because flowers are not perfect. They're all just different. That would make them so beautiful. They're different. And so unique in different ways too. So you put a yellow dot in the middle, like that. And of course you have your one tiny dot right there in the middle. That's one. And you just repeat the process until you finish with your creation. And of course, optional, I use my forming. Just create the bend on the flower, and you repeat the process. My handy dandy holding block, and just make sure that your icing is not runny, but it's not too hard that you can't push it out your tip. It's just between hard, like stiff, and medium. It's right between that. Then you repeat the process again, like that. Down. Do the same thing. Up, down, up, and then down. Underneath this, up, down. Like that. As you do this, your nail is spinning. And you put the dot right in the middle, like that. And your white dot like that. That's another one. Repeat the same process. And your finger will move faster and faster as you do this. Down, 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 and down. There. And yellow, middle, the star shape, and of course a tiny little white dot right in the middle. There you go. Another one's done. If you notice, they're not all the same. They're very unique. There's some big, there's some small, there's some not even in any way, but that's what they look like. Okay, I'm making the pink. Same thing as the white. yellow center, and white dot there. And you just continue the same process until all your pink and white are done, and you're gonna let it dry for a couple hours. Once it's dry, you can store it. I store it up to 3 months, but I'm sure it'll store longer. And when you make cupcake or cake and you want to add something to it, a little sugar flour will make it look really nice. Again, same thing. Yellow, a little bit of white in the middle. Voila. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. So have fun making your sugar flour.